Okay, I'm here with Lydia Winters, and we are so excited to be here at Nomos. There are a lot of new colors, but there's also a new take on a WorldTimer, something that is typically seen as something utilitarian or dressy, but here it's fashion forward and practical. I'm wearing the Dune, which I kind of want to steal it if Christian doesn't find me.
I'm a huge Nomos fan. I'm also a big fan of yours, so I'm very excited to finally meet in person. But for me, I just love that this is a sporty WorldTimer. It feels like it hasn't existed before. Something, I mean, for me as a collector, I've looked at WorldTimers, but they're always very globe, lots of writing, and it feels like a style that just doesn't resonate with my life and what I'll do. So this is the first time, like the first sneak peek I got to see of them, and being able to work with the team on the launch. I've just been super excited because it's a watch I want. I'll show you when we walk through which one I want. I don't know, each day it kind of changes because silver looks pretty cool today, but I do have a favorite. But I'll show you.
Okay, I still can't decide which one's my favorite. But you know, this is the thing about Nomos. Like we look at Nomos as a minimalist brand, but I think that's a very that's doing the brand injustice.
Yeah, I think so
because
too.
the minimalism is coming more from the point of view of practicality, of functionality.
And a depth of design. So really thinking about, you know, because this is, especially this complication, really has so much information on it. But what they're doing is like designing it in a way that doesn't feel overloaded.
Exactly. It's I mean, it's so easy to use. It's like this is one of the easiest and one of the thinnest WorldTimers that I've encountered. It kind of marries the idea of technical innovation with fashion and styling. Like you can find a WorldTimer that matches your personality. That is, when do you see that?
And that was kind of the, you know, that's a point last year when Nomos did the 31 colors. That was really the feeling behind it, is that you could find within the 31 colors something that fit your personality. And so with the limited editions, the thought was, what if you could find a WorldTime watch that made you feel connected to a place in the world that you love? Or, you know, for me, I'll show you which one, but one makes me feel very connected to home. Maybe we go, do you want to look at it now? Yeah. Okay, we go look at it now. Let's see. Okay. May I borrow this one? Okay, so for me, it's always been jungle. I'm team jungle since the beginning.
I'll just pick this one up. And just look at how versatile this looks like. I can imagine any of these colors on so many different types of straps.
Exactly.
So it's just like you get one and you can just play around with it and it won't feel out of place.
You really get a totally different feel for this watch when you see it in two ways. This is my personal favorite, which is jungle. Because for me,
mine is blue.
This one really reminds Glacier.
Glacier.
This one really reminds me of, I mean, I grew up in Florida. I'm living far away from my family because I now live in Stockholm, Sweden. And so when I see this, I really think about like playing with my nephews and like when we'll all be together. So having something that you can personally connect with, the colorway, or think about a dream vacation you want to go on, or where you spent your honeymoon, or like whatever it is, it's giving you a mood and a feeling when you look at the WorldTimer, and I love that so much.
You know, it's a tool watch. At the end of the day, it's a practical tool watch with a bit of color that you can choose. It has 100 meters of water distance, screw down crown, with even a red ring around crown stem that tells you.
And that's what they do on the sports models, so that you know, which is really nice because
that is so useful. You know,
sometimes
we forget.
We forget.
Yeah, so
we all would love to think we don't, but occasionally you look at it and you're like, oh, my crown. So I love the little red warning. It's just a really nice, again, design way of making like a great functionality. And I think that's so Nomos, is like you're taking something that's very functional, very useful, built on beautiful mechanics, but then just a lovely design language. Even though this is different to what they've done, it feels familiar to me.
Right. It's something that people have been asking for a lot of times. Like you still get a screw down crown, you get good water resistance, you get the versatile design that can work with any strap that you have, and there's no overhang on the lugs, so it wears really nicely, super thin. This must have been a nightmare.
I know it's
like,
been a feat for the team, but
it must be a fight between the designers and the engineers, like trying to mix these two things together.
That part I don't think. I mean, with Nomos, they're really focused on the movement first. And so they're really looking at the caliber and then through their like deep knowledge of watchmaking, they're actually, that's why they have the subdial as
Right.
the home time, which is a really cool difference than a lot of WorldTimers. And for them, because of their watchmaking experience, they're able to actually make it look, design it the way they want. So
Yeah.
it's a really nice relationship with the designers and all of the team, like both the designers of
Yeah.
the movements and the design team. I think it isn't a fight. It's really it's like working together to make
Yeah.
something beautiful and new. Do you want to see some of the other colors?
Yes.
Okay.
Let's take a look.
Okay, so you've seen jungle. But then we also have Canyon, which I think is a really lovely colorway. Also, this would look really nice on you, especially with your with your jacket today.
I'm really into orange and yellow these days.
I think this is the hard part, is like depending on what I'm wearing each day,
Yeah,
I'm
you
kind
wanna
of like,
collect them all.
oh, yeah, I think this one looks so much better today, but I don't think I should pick watches only based on my wardrobe.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you can really, the limited editions give you a little more expression. They're more playful with like the little dots and the two colors in the subdial. So for me, I feel like this could become that signature piece that you wear a lot, and it's that maybe pop of color for some, or matching to like your favorite color.
Yeah.
So this is Canyon. And then I got to wear this one yesterday, and I'm really feeling like jungle.
That's kind of
yeah, I
like
know.
my pick.
Glacier is amazing. It's
such a nice blue. I mean, all of the color shades are so good.
The color competency is just incredible. I kind of, like I wish I knew more.
Yeah.
And like I could design in this way.
And the bracelet is so comfortable as well.
And I realized we missed one, because now we've done all of the limited editions. We've done my silver, but then there's also blue. And this is, to me, the most classic version, because you can really imagine if you want something a bit more discreet. Maybe you're working and you're going out, but you want to just have one watch that you're traveling with a lot. Like, both of these really feel like that go anywhere, do anything. Like, okay, I can wear this everywhere, and I have a cool complication. So that's something I haven't seen very much in watches, and that's what made me very excited from the first time I saw these ones.
Thank you so much, Lydia. This
Thank
was
you.
Awesome.
It was so nice to finally meet you. This is the best.
I will see you in the next one.